Good evening, students. That is, we are going to do the part which is not there in your boards for the alcohol chapter. Basically, this is an entrance part we are going to do. I've already taught you the preparation of alcohol, the properties of alcohol. I've already said you in irregular classes. We have done it already. So I'm going to tell you that particular part in alcohol which is not there in your boards but is there in your entrance. Let me tell you, alcohol, phenol, this chapter, lot of things we are going to study. Lot of things are there in your entrance. We are having dihydric, trihydric alcohols, many more things you will see. That is in between the week also I'll be sending you for the entrance class I'll be sending you. So please make another group. So don't think that I am sending it. Of course I'll tell you that this is for the entrance class I'm sending. So hence again I repeat, this is for the entrance class I'm sending you these notes. Alright, so make it a note for the entrance. This is not there in your boards. Okay, fine. So starting from preparation of alcohols. So already we have done it, the preparation of alcohols, but here one more thing let me tell you, that oxidation number, you can see it on the screen, the oxidation numbers of carbon in different organic compounds are given below. In the increasing order you can see that. Alkane, then alkene, then alkyne, then RX, alkyl halide, then alcohol, then RCHO, RCOR, that is nothing but is your carbonyl compounds which consist of aldehydes and ketones. Then we are having carboxylic acid, then we are having acid derivatives. Now you must be thinking, what is acid derivative? Acid derivative mean acid chloride, acid anhydride, esters, amides, they are known as acid derivatives. Okay. So you calculate the oxidation number, you will find that the oxidation number increases in this particular order. Alright, of the carbon atom, mind it, you are going to calculate. So you will see it is increasing in this particular order. So see, I have written there at the red line I have given and I have put an arrow and I have written their oxidation number of carbon in increasing order. Clearly I have written, I am telling it also to you. So find it out, this particular thing. You know oxidation number, you find it out. Now here you remember it, that in case of alkanes and alkenes can be converted into alcohol by oxidation method. Alright, because oxidation number is increasing. That is, alkenes is having the least oxidation number. Alright, the least oxidation number. So hence it can be converted to alcohol by oxidation method. Whereas carbonyl compounds, acid and acid derivatives can be converted into alcohol by reduction methods. Already we have studied. Just try to recollect that what is studied in the in the regular classes. Alkanes we have seen it, that for example alkanes, how do you do? You first react alkanes with any halogens, let us say, and you convert into halides. Halides reacts with NaOH or water in presence of H+. It gives you what? Alcohol. You have studied, recollect. Alright, or you have studied that suppose you will take that is alkanes and you react with an oxidizing agent, it gets converted into what? Alcohols. You studied in class 10 also, ICSE student, you know that, isn't it? That alkanes and oxidation gets converted into alcohol, alcohol and oxidation get converted to aldehyde, aldehyde to acid. You have studied this, studied or not? So in this way, any oxidizing agent like KMnO4/OH minus means alkaline KMnO4 or acidified K2Cr2O7. Got it? Similarly alkenes also. Alkenes, when it reacts with water in presence of sulfuric acid, alright, what you studied, it gets converted into what? Alcohol. That is known as hydration of alkenes. So all these are what? Oxidation method. Alright, same thing, alkane, alkene, alkyne. Whereas alkyl halides and all those things, like you have studied alkyl halides, when it reacts with water in presence of NaOH, it gives you what? Alcohol. Alright, so in this way what you find is that it is being converted also to alcohol by oxidation method. Got it? So in case of oxidation number of carbon in alkyl halides, and alcohol is same, mind it, because you might be calculating it, the oxidation number, and at that time you will see it. So it is an exception. See it, listen carefully. Entrance class, listen carefully. Oxidation number of carbon in alkyl halides and alcohol. For example, methyl chloride, methyl alcohol, you calculate the oxidation number of carbon, you will find it is same, and hence alkyl halide is converted to an alcohol by which method? Displacement method. Just now I said you that alkyl halide, when it reacts with water in presence of NaOH, it gives you what? Alcohol. Or alkyl halides reacts with moist Ag2O. Remember it, we have done it in the regular class. Moist Ag2O, it gives you what? Alcohol. Alright, so this is a displacement method. In this case, the what you can say, the oxidation number of carbon atom in case of halides and in case of alcohol remains the same. Hence, it is prepared by displacement method. So again, I repeat: alkane, alkene, alkyne, alkyl halides. All these are being converted into alcohols by oxidation. What you can say? Method we are converting it. That means before alcohol it is converted into oxidation method, and after alcohol it's converted into what? Reduction method. That's it, a very simple thing. Alright, like carbonyl compounds, aldehydes, ketones, you have seen it. It's as that is aldehydes, ketones. I have given you one reaction there, you can see there. See here, aldehydes I have given you. That is NaBH4 and aluminium isopropoxide. Alright, NaBH4 acts as a what? A reducing agent. It acts as a reducing agent. Alright, NaBH4, aluminium isopropoxide. What is the formula? Aluminium isopropoxide. Yes, think of what is the formula? Aluminium isopropoxide. Okay, it's not a class, I have to say you. Got it? Otherwise, I could have asked you directly in the class. Isn't it? I'm missing the class very much. CH3 whole twice CHO. CH3 whole twice CHO. Put everything within square bracket. After the square bracket, write whole thrice Al. Again I repeat, CH3 whole twice CHO. Put everything within square bracket, and outside the square bracket write whole thrice Al, aluminium isopropoxide. Got it? So what I have given here, NaBH4 and aluminium isopropoxide reduces only carbonyl group and has no effect on any other reducing groups. Means it does not reduce the double bond to single bond. You can see there. I have given you the reaction. Alright, what you are seeing it there? That only CHO is being converted into alcohol. That is, aldehyde is being reduced to alcohol. NaBH4 acts as reducing agent. Aluminium isopropoxide acts as a reducing agent. It reduces to alcohol, but double bond remains the same. Understood? So see there, the type of reducing agent. Alright, but you'll study this one in what you can say aldehyde chapter when I'll teach you. Listen carefully. Instead of NaBH4, if I'll use a very strong reducing agent like hydrogen H2 in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium, that means I am talking about catalytic reduction, then what will happen? Double bond also will be reduced to single bond. That means you will get the compound that is a product. Listen carefully. CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH2H. So double bond is also being converted into single bond. That is a strong reducing agent. But NaBH4 is a weak reducing agent. It only reduces aldehydes to alcohols. Clear now? Okay, in this way. So next is, you can also take LiLH4. Understood? These are the different type of reducing agent. Clear? Now one thing more there. In case of aldehyde, I have given you in the screen on, you can see benzaldehyde cannot be reduced by sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol. Alright, sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol, where you use it? Where you use it? What type of reduction? Boelt-Blanc reduction. Boelt-Blanc reduction. Remember it. Benzaldehyde cannot be reduced by Na/CH2H5OH because it undergoes coupling reaction. See there, two molecules of benzaldehyde in presence of Na/C2H5OH will undergo what you can say coupling. That means they will combine together and it will form a product. Got it? You will be getting a dihydric alcohol. You see there on the screen, dihydric alcohol you are getting it. Clear? 2OH group. Understood? You are getting. So in this way, you cannot use any reducing agent anywhere and reduce it. That is what I want to say you. A particular reducing agent is used for a particular purpose. So if you ask me here, sir, if I then what is to be done? If I take benzaldehyde, then how I am going to reduce it to alcohol? Alright, that means C6H5CHO. If I take, you said okay, Na/C2H5OH I can't take because it undergoes coupling reaction. So what should I do? Again same thing. H2. C6H5CHO plus H2 in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium, strong reducing agent will give you what? C6H5CH2OH, benzyl alcohol it is going to give you. Is it clear? Understood this part? Okay. So in this way, what you find is that here, that is benzaldehyde can be reduced to alcohol. Of course, here also it is reduced to alcohol, but here is reduced to dihydric alcohol because it undergoes coupling reaction. But I don't want it should undergo coupling reactions. So what I need to do, is that I need to, that is what you can say, change the reducing agent. Alright. So thank you.